folks, Bill here, and today we'll be doing a tutorial on refineries and combustion engines. Now if you saw my last video, you may notice a bit of a change to the front entrance of our factory sort of thing. But for those who haven't, let's see, got a wall, got some lights all hooked up on a randomizer. They'll be flashing at night time due to a light receiver, solar sensor, light sensor. Well, it's that thing over there. When it's dark, it turns on, and that'll turn all my outside lights on. Now let's get onto the tutorial, I would say. Let's see. So this here is my power plant. It's Buildcraft engines, making me IC2 power, as you can see with this converter. It doesn't make it very quick, but it's fun to watch, and it works for my purposes. So what I'll be showing you today is, you can see a bit of fuel being pumped around in here. So what I'll be showing you today is how to build what we got going on down here, this jumble of a mess. So in a few seconds I'll be pulling all this apart and rebuilding it. So a few things that you'll need first. A couple tanks of water. It depends on how many engines you plan on using, but for how many I'm using here, you obviously don't need 6 tanks. 2 would do just fine. And a few tanks of whatever fuel you're using. Now combustion engines, that could be lava, oil, or fuel, and fuel is oil which has gone to a refinery and then been turned into fuel. So black gold into golden gold. Yeah. So before I rip this apart, let's go through a few things we'll need for this. Let's see, yes, I do have creative mode on, but oh well, I can't be blamed. Let's start from the right. Tanks for your water and fuel, lava, whatever. Probably, if you're using what I got here, got 12 engines, probably just 2 tanks of water, 2 tanks of lava or oil. You know, just 1 for your main and a reserve. Combustion engines. Now these are the 3rd tier, or the best tier of the engines. So this is what we'll be using for electricity. Probably, I don't know, basalt brick or just some sort of building thing to place anything on that you need to block things up. You know, it's just always useful having a spare block. Redstone engines. Now we'll be using this to get liquids out of the tanks through wooden waterproof pipes. So we'll need some of these. Golden waterproof pipes for transferring the liquid, golden conductive pipe for energy, and wooden conductive pipe for getting the energy out of the engine. So I'll go through what the wooden ones do for it. Now I would also suggest wireless receivers. Makes it much easier, as you can see here, because these all need a redstone signal. The engines all need a redstone signal, and it's easier just having these set up. So you can have it hooked up. You can just have a lever next to a transmitter, wireless transmitter, and turn all this on and off just with 1 switch, like so. So here we got our engines and our fuel pumps. Well, liquid pumps. And as you can see, it's now all off. Now if you'll give me a second, I'll go and break all this and rebuild it for you. See you in a second. Alrighty then. Let's see. Broken everything, pretty sure. Looks much easier to follow, I must say. So now let's get on to the nitty gritty of it. So, make sure you got yourself your water supply. So I'm getting my water from a fuel pump I have set up over there, somewhere in that general direction. And that is just pumping water through these golden pipes all the way into all these tanks. Now the pipes are, as you can see, running underneath these blocks, just pretty much right on the tanks. And for my lava, I got that being generated by a lava fabricator, which is a IC2 industrial craft item. So as you can see, it's pumping out lava, sending it through these pipes here. Now, with this lava fabricator, until all the engines are filled and it has made itself a bit more in reserves, it's not very effective. So personally I would say probably build a second one. and stick that probably just on the end, on the other side of it, to fill up the other half. So let's see, that's our water, got our lava. Now our oil, which is over here, is being supplied by an oil fabricator. Same deal, and as you can see, it's made itself quite a fair bit. Now let's get on to what we have here. So here are our 2 refineries, and another 2. So we've got 4 refineries all up. Now with the refineries, the pipe that will be feeding them, as you can see through these golden waterproof pipes, it goes through the back or into the sides. So that's what you want. So pretty much any side where it will be touching these back 2 tanks. So either left, right, or back. Now the fuel output will be in at the front, this tank right here. And I believe power goes either to the top or the bottom. Or probably any side, I believe, since it is power, it's a bit different, but I usually stick it on the top. And so there's what we have here. Now with the wooden pipes, what I was going to say earlier, is to take something out of, whether it's chest, a liquid, or even energy, if you're taking it from, it has to be a wooden pipe. It doesn't matter what matter you're trying to take. So as you can see, I got myself all these wooden pipes set up right here, since these are all taking items out. Now let's see, let's get started with building this up. As you can see, I've left all the wireless receivers, since these were just a pain to replace all over again. Now let's see how we're doing this. Goes along like that. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, nice and easy. So what I'm doing right here is I'm just placing this, placing a few blocks, because this is where our wooden conductive pipe will be going. Now you can build engines right next to each other. You can just use a buildcraft wrench or ratchet or whatever it is to change their direction. Just right click it in the direction you want it to be facing in. So if you want it to face this side, if you place an engine and you want it to face left, you stand on that side and then right click it with the wrench. Now let's place these conductive pipes. So this is what our engines will be hooked up to. There we go, that's 1, 2, 3, yep, that's 6, and let's place our engines down. So now these will automatically set themselves to a side where they can deliver power. So it's the same deal with placing it like so. They will always face the side, so it can cause an issue if you're trying to take out different pipes. That's why you got the wrench, just right click it to change its direction. And there we go, that's our engines placed. Now, let's start pumping our water around. So, wooden pipe, since we're taking liquid out of the tank, like so, and we'll use a golden waterproof pipe to hook them all up. So that means if one tank's empty, that engine bay won't run out of water. Now, let's see. We have these set up. Now, we'll be let's see, now we also need to get water onto this side, which we'll do in a second. But firstly, we'll get lava onto this side. So once again, wooden pipes, since we're taking liquid out, and then we'll hook it all up like so. Now you might notice these holes in the ground. I have placed these because this is where the next lava pipes, this is how the lava pipes will flow into the second engine. So what I'm pretty much doing, because if I build it if I try and put it over, it'll end up mixing in with these ones, and you end up getting water and lava in the same pipe, and whichever has more liquid is the one that dominates it. So obviously if these two pipes were connected, it would all fill up with water, lava would get pushed back into one corner, and well, you'll never get lava onto the other side. So now I'm placing, god damn it, there we go, placing golden waterproof pipes. This is what, so what we got here is, it's linking up to the second engines. So just want to go and do that for all of them. If I could stop clicking on it, that would be fantastic. Thank you. Place these. Probably would have been easier if I placed these before the engine, but Oh well, that's hindsight for you. Almost done. God damn it. And bugger, 2 more. Don't right click it, don't right click it. And excellent. This one. And okay, that is our lava all hooked up. Now let's, before we put the water onto the other side, let's hook up our conductive pipes. So as I was saying, don't need wooden to extract the power from the engine, so you need to place one wooden next to the engine that you'll be using, and then you can hook up golden. Now the difference with the conductive pipes is you'll lose more power on so golden is the best electrical pipe, and so with these ones you have less energy loss than with, say, a stone one. Now let's go around and place this onto the other side, like so. And there we go, that's how we're going to get our water to the other side. Lava going underneath and water going over top. Don't have to worry about them mixing. Now with liquid pipes, the difference in the types you can use, so it's the same with item transfer with golden pipes. Golden will make the liquid go faster, and you don't need to use redstone like you would with the item pipes. But for a build, well, this large, it isn't really necessary since it's not like the liquids are going over a long distance. But if you say have an oil pump quite far from your base, that is how you'll be able to get liquids there in a reasonable amount of time. So what I'm doing here is hooking up our output power to our refineries, like so. So I've got the power going into the top. There we go. Now we'll be taking, so what we have going here is lava and water making us electricity, powering our refineries, which is turning oil into fuel. And our fuel is the front side of these refineries, like so. And let's just hook these up. Just do a simple cross, like so. Now let's see, where am I sending these up to here? So let's just place this along here. And very nice. So what we've got going here is all our fuel is going into the tanks that you saw upstairs. Now the fun part. You need to place all the engines. So using wooden engines, don't have to worry about them blowing up. And they can keep on running without breaking down on you. And they're quite easy to make, so that's what you can see here. You got this in front of my wireless. This will be acting as my redstone torch once it's on. Wireless redstone, and our transmitter upstairs. Now this needs to be placed in front of every wooden pipe you have, like so. And once again for all of these. So each engine in Buildcraft needs a redstone signal for it to turn on, whether it's steam, combustion, or redstone. I believe that's all of our pipes, and so now I think it's time to go switch it on. So just a quick warning about combustion engines, unless so let's just have a little look in here. So we have 2 tanks. One will be our fuel, lava, oil, whatever, fuel, and then your coolant, which will be water. Now if your water gets too low, these will overheat, and they will explode. Now, I believe they do set off a bit of a chain reaction, so for me, having 12 and one of them going, it will leave quite a big hole, and it will probably ruin my day. So that is what we have set up here. I'm fabricating my our fuel, got enough water, let's go turn our tanks on. Let's fill them all up. So as you can see here, refineries, this is turning my engines on. And this here is all my tanks. So now my water, lava tanks are now on. And also my oil tanks up the back there. So as you can see, this has got lava and water, and it is producing energy. Now obviously I'd like more water being pumped in, but there's quite a few tanks to fill up. Same with the lava. So this is why I suggested 2 lava tanks, since you will run out of lava very quickly. And we're starting to get water going everywhere, which is fantastic, since we got 6 full tanks of it. You won't need 6, but that's just how it is. Now let's take a look at our refineries here. Now, before I turned them on, as you can see, you got the red light on these little bricks on the side of them. So what that means is red is obviously no power, so it's not producing any fuel. Purple, or purple bluish, is minimum power required. So right now these are getting the bare minimum to function at any rate. Now obviously with 12 engines I'm not producing anywhere near enough to power these, since they require a lot. Let's just turn this off. So as you can see, this green is what you want it to be running at. This will be producing it at at its normal rate. I think it does go... no, I'm pretty sure green is its max. So that is what you are aiming for with all of them. So now 12 combustion engines could only get to these to green. But you also have to remember that with the different fuel types mean they output more. So with lava, these are going to be making a lot less power than, say, oil would. And then when you get to fuel, it also produces more power. So the output will go up with the fuel you change. And also the time it lasts in the engine. So I'm going to run out of lava quicker in a full tank than I would with oil, and so on and so on. So that's about that. Pretty sure that's covered everything. I hope this helps in any way, gives you a few ideas, shows you a few things. Let's just turn this on for the sake of it. So as you can see, this here is with fuel, producing a lot more than lava did. And it's all being converted into electricity, which will be for my factory later on. Which you've hopefully heard about in my first Let's Build, but oh well. So let's see, I believe that's about all. As you can see, we're getting some fuel going. Thank you for watching, hope it's helped. Don't forget to like or subscribe if you want more, or even drop a comment on suggestions. I would love to hear from you. I think that's about covers it, so hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.